Hello, welcome to another video, and this time we're over in the amazing Isle of Purbeck, camping on the cliff top in an amazing place called the Dancing Ledge, so do enjoy. Well, the old quarries of the purbecks, as you can see just in the distance just here, that is Winspit Caves. They've quarried out the purbeck rock, huge pieces of rock. Yeah, so peaceful down here. You can literally pitch up pretty much anywhere with a one-man tent or a bivvy. Yeah, nice relaxing night. And if it was pouring down, you could just go inside the cave and just relax. Yeah. Keep going, nearly at the Dancing Ledge. Hello. Hello, Moo. Yeah. Beautiful. So we got here is absolutely pitch black. There's waves are breaking a little bit, not too much. Really calm because it's a northerly wind, so it's coming from behind me out to the sea. So you should hear, you can probably be able to hear the waves in the background just lapping away. Yeah, got a nice rock here. Set up a little fire pit. Well, I'm going to light a fire after I've had my food. I think I'm going to just cook a dehydrated meal just on the gas stove, just for ease. and I'll light a fire a little bit later. But yeah, it's been a nice relaxing walk out here, up and down over the ridgeway. Probably about 4.5 miles in total from where I parked, and yeah, it's really nice and relaxing out here now. And tent is pitched up, which I'll show you in the morning because it's pitch black, so you won't be able to see anything. But yeah, it's been a day at work, and so it's good to finish off the week with a camp and actually enjoy the outdoors. Wake up in the morning, which I'm going to go for a swim down in the dancing ledge, which is where they've excavated some rock. There's actually a nice little swimming pool kind of area which is formed from the seawater flowing into it, so hopefully get down to that in the morning. That'd be nice, have a bit of a refresh and just chill before I move on. Have a bit of breakfast after, and then do a hike, probably over to Winspit Caves. Actually go and have a look at them. I haven't been over there in a while. The last time I came over here was when I rode my bike, actually. Brought my mountain bike over here, just had a chilled ride, probably about 30 miles, just cruising out to the purbecks. And then as soon as you get on the ridge out here, it's just silent. Just all you see really is a few walkers, cows, a few sheep, and that's it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get the stove on now, get some water boiling to rehydrate the meal. Got just a basic pasta bolognese fire pot meal. Never had one before. I actually won it in a competition, so eager to try those, and a few others. And I think I've got a chocolate mousse with cherry, I think, that I won in the competition, same competition, so see how that goes. Not overly hungry, but do definitely need some food. Haven't had any dinner at all from work, so the last time I ate was around about midday, 1 o'clock, 12:30, I think, roughly. So yeah, have that, and yeah, and get a fire on and just chill. I think chill on this rock. Show you the fire pit in a second once it gets going. This is the pasta which we've got, a fire pot. Also pasta bolognese, lactose free. Won it in the competition, good, worth trying. Not overly hungry, so I don't need a massive meal tonight, so this should be easily enough. But first time trying a fire pot meal, never tried one before, so let's see how it goes. Just make sure these pouches are out of them. Put that safely so it doesn't lose. Make sure there's no secondary one. I think there can be sometimes. No, there's nothing. There. It says to fill 300 ml of water, so up to level 4. Long titanium spoon, always handy so you don't get your hands dirty. A good stir. Get all the little bits from the bottom. Seal that up and let that rehydrate. Should take 8 or 9 minutes. So be back soon. So whilst we stick that inside the jacket, let that rehydrate, keep me a bit warmer. And while I'm here, try this beauty, the Northern Monk Faith. Seen these first on Hazy's videos, legend by the way. But the first can of this, the last time I actually went out, I didn't film it, just went out for a hammock camp with a mate, chilled out in the woods, had this, and it's actually probably one of the nicest ales I've tried. Not much of a drinker myself, but I do like these kind of ales, but being 5.4% doesn't take many to get me a bit tipsy. So yeah, so just bring it a couple out on the camp max for me really, or sometimes a bottle of red, which is quite nice, which I did last time. Enjoyable. So yeah, it's a really nice ale, that. You never have a hangover from ales, because if you're having all the lagers, you should drink a lot back in the day of just Stella all the time. Loved it, loved the drink, but my word, those party days are beyond me. And if I have a few of those now, it doesn't agree with me too well. But yeah, much nicer this. So nice, I can see just over the top of the cliff up there. The moon must be shining a little bit because there's a bit of light, and I could just see the ridge line. But other than that, yeah, just nice and chilled. Not doing much tonight, just chill out, have a fire after I've had the food and the pudding. Bought a bag of crisps as well, just to have a beer and some crisps, nice ones, and just stay nice and warm. It's not actually that cold, surprisingly, because I think the weather this week's been down like 1-2 degrees nearly every night. But at the minute, yeah, nowhere near as cold as that. But tonight I think it's something like about 6 or 7 degrees, so not even cold in the slightest. No gloves, got the hat on just to keep my ears warm really. So right on the coast. It's only, you'll see in the morning, but I'm only about 50 feet from the cliff top, which I need to climb down tomorrow morning to go into the Dancing Ledge little pool, which will be hopefully not Baltically cold, but it should be fine, because the seas this time of year is still quite nice, even though it's November. Hasn't gone really cold yet, so yeah, very peaceful out here. Now to enjoy the beer. Bye bye. Yeah. Doesn't taste too bad. Little bits of decent bits of beef and very little pieces of pasta. A little bit watery. Prefer it a little thicker. I think if I get any more of these, then definitely a little bit less water. But to be honest, most of the time I'm pretty much cooking all my own food over a fire. So like last time, the one I didn't actually film, it was cooked a whole roast chicken. I put a picture of it up right now. Just yeah, whole roast chicken took about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Cooked it on my TGM Metalworks mini fire anchor. Amazing purchase. You should definitely have a look into that if you haven't looked into cooking devices. A cast iron spike straight into the ground. You see it from the picture, and you'll see it in future videos that I do. And yeah, just works on pressure from the weight on the grill. It's got a hanging hook and a little griddle pan, that you can cook with a pan, or cook steak straight on it over it, warm up your steak on it. It's brilliant. It's actually quite tasty. Surprising. Most of these salt mills are normally not that tasty, but these are pretty expensive though, so I'm not entirely sure if I'd buy them. If hiking, obviously they're great because they weigh nothing, and then you just rehydrate them with the water. And if you go near a water source, you can pick up the water from near the areas. So yeah, so probably better having the light that way, I should imagine, so you can actually see me. So yeah, it's really good for lightweight, but personally I prefer to cook food over the fire or on the fire. Anyway, things like steaks, chicken. My friend, last time when I cooked the chicken, he did a beef stew, which looked amazing. Took about the same time as well. Slowly boiled down stock, beef, loads of veg. He was very, very full, and doesn't really cost very much either. And the weight isn't really there either, because it's only really a carrot, a bit of celery, onion, half an onion, 200-300 grams of beef, so not much. You're talking under a kilo anyway for a massive meal. You could probably do it for two, whereas these weigh nothing. 135 grams, and then obviously once you hydrate them, 400 grams I think it is. So yeah, 450. So yeah, good. So I'm going to tuck into this now, and the faith, and then yeah, might put the water back on to do the pudding, have that, and then get a fire lit to just chill in front of the flickering flames. Okay. If that decides to take a bit better. Maybe it's got a bit damp from being out here at the sea. Needed a bit more fluffing up. Brought all of this wood from home, so pretty sure that there was never going to be any wood here. This is all dry oak twigs off my oak trees at home. These have been in the shed for a good little while. Drying out. Made a nice little fire pit. Just out the rock, there's literally endless amount of rock everywhere. Oh yeah.
I thought I could see some flickering.
How you doing?
Not too bad yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, little fire you got going?
Yeah, I brought just a bag of wood.
Oh, fair.
Just from home. Just to add the food and then just do a little fire.
How long have you been down
here? What time did I get here? It was about sunset.
Oh, same as me then, really.
So.
Thought was the only one down here. You've been quiet anyway.
Yeah, just chilling out really. Yeah, so just had a good chat with another guy. Didn't even realise he was actually here as well. He's right on the other side of the rock. He's actually here, going to be doing a bit of fishing in the morning. Hopefully to catch some bass, he said. Got a few mates arriving later just to kind of come and see him and then do a bit of fishing in really early hours of the morning, I think. So nice. Got the fire going. Don't know if you can see, little fire pit made out of the rocks. Very nice. nice and toasty. But yeah, it's been a nice chilled evening so far. Had the pasta bolognese was nice. The summit to eat chocolate mousse with cherry and granola, very weird, really weird. Obviously good calories if you really like chocolate and everything like that, but it was almost like a Swedish breakfast kind of thing, but it was a dessert. It was quite weird. I definitely wouldn't be buying that if I wanted to buy anything like that. But yeah, the pasta bolognese is okay. Be a bit expensive if you want to buy it, like I said. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna crack open the second beer. Gotta keep the faith. But yeah, been nice. So not as cold as what I thought it would be. This temperature still hasn't dropped yet, so it's been really good. There the guy, Tim here, real nice guy. See him do a bit of fishing in the morning, I think, when I go for a swim in the sea. Tide's really slow at the minute where it's shifting, so we're on a high tide. But yeah, the pool is full of water at the minute, so it's filled up with air. So I've never been here before, so we'll see how deep it is. But I've seen a few people dive into it before on videos, so it's got to be plentiful deep. Show you my expertise diving, or non-expertise diving I should say, in the morning. But yeah, it'd be nice to refreshing way to wake up. I like a nice sea dip in the morning, just the really cold. Every now and again when the wind changes direction, just blows straight back at me. But yeah, so in the last couple of camps done a sea dip. It's been really nice, just a refreshing wake up, kind of go home feeling really fresh and just relax completely. So I think for this winter I'm just going to pop down to the beach, because it's only, I live in Queen's Park in Bournemouth, so it's only 2 to 3 miles to the cliff top, so then I can park up or even ride my bike down there and then do a sea dip. I think I'm going to do it a couple of times a week now, and the colder it is actually the better, I think. And you don't spend too much time in there, just like 5-10 minutes just chilling and just relaxing and slowing your breathing down and stuff like that. And once that initial gasp is gone, it kind of feels pretty good. Yeah, she'll just sat here on my rock with my little cheapy seat pad, just to take the edge off of the cold and just give it a little bit of soft comfort. Yeah, highly recommend anyone who's even considering going camping, like solo groups, whatever, just come to places like this. Just come and camp out with your mates. There's Tim and like a few of his mates are just going to be rocking up. A few of them never even own a tent, never considering turning up without it, and just kind of sitting there all night and just chilling and then doing a bit of fishing. It's actually quite relaxing, and obviously it's free. You're outside, just bring a bit of food, a couple of drinks or something. Yeah, I know a lot of people are a bit worried about being outside on your own and feel a bit exposed, but actually, like, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and if they weren't here I wouldn't feel vulnerable at all. I'm just here. There's no one really comes here at all. Obviously you just got to be a bit wary about what locations you're going to, and make people aware that where you're going and stuff like that, just in case you have an accident, because here as well on the purbecks there isn't really any signal at all. Chill out in front of the fire a little bit more. I've got a couple more bits of wood. They've done a couple more bits of cypress, so they're burn quite quick anyway. Nice flame. Probably then get a hot chockey and just chill out on this rock. Look at the stars as they're moving. Wish I had a digital SLR camera so I could actually just do some long exposure shots and actually time lapses on long exposure so you could see the stars shooting along. time of night. One last chicken, little hot chocolate. It's hot. Yeah, it's been amazing. I had a nice walk up to the top of the cliff, right up to the ridge. There's no signal down here on our phone at all, so I thought I'd write my missus just a text just to say good night. What time is it? 9:25, so it's not late, but after the hot chocolate I'm gonna get my head down and then have a nice night's sleep. Hopefully I'll get a good long sleep, because I want to be up quite early in the morning and yeah, go for a nice swim in the water. So, yeah. Have a good night and see you in the morning. Good morning. Had a lovely night's sleep. Probably about 8 hours sleep, I reckon. I need to get disturbed a couple of times, which was nice. But yeah, woken up to the noise of the waves. The swell's definitely picked up this morning. Yeah, the wind has changed from a northerly to a southwesterly today, so it's really picked up. Yeah, it's nice. Let's see if I'll show you there. See? Amazing views. Amazing views. Yeah, the dancing pool is just down there, but the tide's right in at the minute. You can see the little square that's just about showing it because the tide's so far in you can barely see it at all. But a couple of hours that will go out. See it. The views are stunning. This is all the quarry that's been opened out over the years. Tent just pitched up here. Just a fairly flat bit of ground, not very flat, but fairly flat. There's the little fire pit I made, just a little firewall just to protect the fire. That was my seat for the evening. And my little table on the side there for my bed. And yeah, that's where the tent is. Very comfy camp. And yeah, helm on as always. Super comfy and tiny little tent, so very small footprint, so it fits pretty much anywhere. But as you can see up there, they're the steps that you come down to get up the cliff face. So I think it's time for a cup of coffee, stick some porridge on, and watch the sun come up. Windy up top now, the wind's really picking up now. As you can see, gorgeous sun over the sea. I'm just going to go for a sea swim and have a dip in there's like a little pool which I mentioned, but the tide is so far in and it's a really high tide and swirling, so it's not really worth it because it will drag you out to underneath the caves, so it's not really worth the risk. If I come back on another day on low tide, have a nice little swim. Yeah, just walking back now. I've got a Caves from there, and then we'll come back up over the Purbeck Ridge. Yeah, so nice out here. Even with the breeze, it's quite warm actually, surprisingly. It's the 6th of November, so you'd expect it to be freezing, but actually I think it's like 9-10 degrees already, and it's before 9 o'clock this morning. So nice warm morning. So yeah, walking over to Winspit Caves now, and I'll see you there.